What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Faceovermatter. Today we are going to be working on a slick back bun and some makeup. So I'm first starting off with super dry hair. Let's just talk about that first, right? So I'm first going in with the Miel Organics Avocado hair milk, which is one of my oldie but goodie hair products that I've been loving to use on my hair. It just like instantly moisturizes my hair, whether my hair is wet or dry. So I'm using that, and then I'm going in with my gel and just kind of detangling and combing through. In order to get the slick back action that I really want, I have to take my hair in 3 sections, especially with it being the length that it is right now. So I'm taking the silicone brush and just combing through it, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply my hair tie. And again, I'm doing 3 sections to get my perfect slick back hairstyle, especially with my hair length. So each step is definitely necessary. So now I'm going in with the middle section and doing the same thing, detangling, putting in the avocado hair milk and the gel, and then I'm going to secure that with a bow as well. And then we're going to move on to the next section. Okay, so as you can see, we have 2 sections up front. We're going to go for a middle part. So I'm going to be first splitting the hair off in half and then doing the same steps. It's kind of repetitive, but I am going to be detangling and then splitting these sections off into 2 sections, just because, like I said, I really want that slick back flat action on the hair, and this is so necessary to get it. So I'm first taking that other section, laying it down with gel. I use a significant amount, and I will tell you guys, I do not use Eco Styler gel on wet hair if I'm going to do a slick back bun. The only reason why I'm going in with gel and doing it this way as opposed to something else is because my hair is super dry. If my hair was wet, my hair would not lay down. Okay, let's just start there. So after I do that, I'm going to be combing both of those sections until it is nice and flat, taking my hard bristle brush and just securing that with a bow. So in the end, I had 3 sections. So initially I have 3 bows in my hair, securing each section to make sure that it is laid down. And I honestly love doing it this way because I feel like the bow is not as tight around my entire ponytail. You know, like if you're trying to secure all the hair at once, I feel like each bow is like, you know, focused on just that one section. So I love doing it this way, and I probably will continue to do it this way. Just because I know my hair is really thick. And then I don't know if I really showed you guys the bag. I don't think I did, but I just kind of did like a donut situation for my bun. So now let's go ahead and move into the makeup. So I'm first starting off with the Tatcha, the Silk Peony eye cream. This was actually in a collaboration with Mented Cosmetics, and it came in with their Mented Night palette. So if you did see that, they do have those products with that collaboration. Then I'm going to be going in with this primer. This is also from Tatcha, and this is the Silk Canvas Primer. And I'm just going in and placing that on my cheeks. This is going to give my skin a silky and blurry action, which I love because it allows my Mented makeup Mented foundation to go on even silkier. Like the foundation itself is already buttery and creamy and all that goodness, but the primer underneath just makes it even better. So I'm just going to be blending that in as usual. And now I'm going in with 2 concealers from Fenty Beauty. First starting off with the shade 350 and then going in with 290. The 290 is going to brighten it up a lot. You don't have to go in with another concealer. This is just my personal preference. And I'm going to be blending that in with my Thrive Cosmetics sponge until everything is blended nicely. Next up is the Milk Makeup multi-purpose foundation stick, I believe it's called. I might have it wrong, but it is in the description box. But I'm using the shade Cinnamon, and I'm going to be blending that in with my Sigma. I believe this is an F23 brush, and it's an angled buffing dense brush. I just feel like it blends in my contour creams really well. And then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. I can't remember the shade, but I believe it is 05. But that will be down in the description bar as well. My goal was to go for a little bit more of like a dewy type of look. So that's why I went with the cream bronzer instead of powder. Now I'm going to be using a little bit of the Sunstalker Fenty Beauty Bronzer in the shade Island Ting, which is one of my favorite bronzers. I am literally scraping it at this point. And I'm going to be bronzing my skin as usual. Dusting off that setting powder, and now we are going to be moving on to eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Mented Cosmetics eyebrow pencil in the shade Brow You Know, which is one of my favorite shades. Either it's Brow You Know or Brow Down. Those are my two favorite shades from the collection, but make sure you check out Mented Cosmetics products. They're super affordable and they work amazing. I've been using Mented for a while now, and every product they come out with is honestly really good. So that is unpaid promo right there, okay? I'm so serious. But I'm going to be filling in my brows and then setting them with some eyelash glue. So I'm first starting off with the Mented Cosmetics Everyday eyeshadow palette, and I'm just using one of the orangey shades. I believe this is the bottom left color, and I'm just blending that in as my transition shade. And I'm going to be doing the same thing to the lower lash line. And now, as you can see, I did this on purpose, but this is the newest palette that Mented came out with. This is the Mented Night palette that I mentioned earlier. And I'm going to be taking a couple of shades. I'm going to either have it on the screen or in the description box of what I use. But I believe this shade is called Harlem. It's the dark brown shade on the bottom row. And I'm going to be blending that in on the outside. We're going for like a warm, goldeny look. Y'all already know how I do. So I'm going to be blending that in and just kind of creating like a smoky look. And I'm going to do the same thing on the lash line. Now going in with the black shade. I can't remember the name, but it will be on the screen or down below. But I'm going to take the black shade and I'm going to be blending this in on the very outer corner and on the lower lash line outer corner. This is going to give me more of a bigger eye look effect, I guess you can say. And then going in with the metallic. If you have the palette or you've seen the palette, the top row are metallics and then the bottom row are all mattes. So I'm going in with this beautiful copper shade, and that is going to be like my main lid color, and I'm just going to apply that all over. And then I'm going in with the golden shade and I'm applying that one towards the inner corner. So just kind of doing like a two-tone eye look type of thing. Honey, when you get a new palette and you really like it, you try to use all the colors. So honestly, I wasn't trying to do it on purpose, but I was kind of trying to use all the colors because they look so good and they're so pretty. And I'm going to be adding that gold shade to like the inner lower lash line. And then taking the Chicago shade, I believe, and I know I did mix a little bit of my actual like regular highlighter, which is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight in 100 Molten Golden. I know I did mix those two together to do my highlight in the inner corner. And now adding my L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Mascara, the original. Y'all already know that is my favorite mascara ever. I'm going to be heavily applying that. And then the highlighter I just mentioned from Maybelline, I just mentioned from Maybelline, I'm going to be applying that all over the desired areas that I want to highlight. Now taking the Mented Cosmetics lip pencil, which is my favorite, y'all already know. This is in the shade Night, and I'm just going to be lining my lips per usual. And then for lipstick today, we are going to be using the Mented Cosmetics matte lipstick in the shade Peach Please, and that is one of my favorite nude matte shades to use ever. I remember when I first swatched this lip color, I knew this was like one of my go-to favorites. It's like a beautiful peachy nude, just depending on how you mix it. It looks really good, so pretty. And that is basically the makeup, you guys. I decided to go with no lashes just because I really want you guys to see the shadow, and I wanted to make sure y'all could really see the makeup, so I did switch around so you guys could see the eyeshadow and the skin. Thank you guys so much for watching, and God willing, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.